Good morning, students. I hope you all are fine and you all have started studying also. So, in today's English language class, we're going to start a new chapter, that is chapter 7. Chapter 7 is all about the use of more, less and fewer. Let us understand what does these words mean. The word more means something in larger quantity, something that is more in quantity, more in number, something that is more than 2 or 3 or 4. We call it more. After that we have fewer and less. The words fewer and less is used for something in smaller quantity. Something in smaller quantity, the word we use fewer and less. But how do we distinguish the word fewer and less? The word fewer is used for countable nouns or the words which can be counted. The things which can be counted, for them we use the word fewer, like fewer books, fewer caps, fewer pencils, fewer notebooks. For all these things we use the word fewer just because we can count these things. We use the word less for the things which cannot be counted. Things which cannot be counted, we use the word less with them, like less milk, less water, less juice, less rice, less ink. All these cannot be counted. We cannot count an ink. We cannot count rice. We cannot count water. We cannot count oil. All these things which we cannot count, we use the word less with them. So let us see the examples that are given over here. In the first picture that we see on page number 35, we can see that there are two boys standing. One is Prem and one is Mohan. Prem is holding 2 books and Mohan is holding 5 books. So this means that Mohan has more books and Prem has fewer books. In the first example, what is written over here is Mohan has more books than Prem. So what are we seeing? That Mohan is having more books than Prem. So we will write Mohan has more books than Prem. The person who is having more number of things, we will write more for them, and the person who is having less number of things, we will write less or fewer for them. So now we will write Prem has fewer books than Mohan. So Prem is having fewer books, so we will say fewer books. So we are using the words fewer with the things that can be counted. So in the picture also we can see that the words are being used with books, cats and apples. So after that, in the next part, in the B part that we can see is we use the word use of less is being emphasized over here. So we can see that Prem and Mohan, they are having one plate in each of their hands. In each of their hands they are having a plate full of rice. But we can see that Prem is having less quantity of rice and Mohan is having the more quantity of rice. The quantity of rice on Mohan's plate is more than Prem, and Prem's quantity, the quantity of rice on Prem's plate is less than Mohan. So how it is said is Mohan has more rice than Prem. Prem has less rice than Mohan. So this is how it is being distinguished or how it is being compared. Who is having more and who is having less. So this is how we are going to do. It is being said for a glass of milk. It is also being said for bread. You cannot count bread, you can count just the slices of bread. If you go to count the bread, you cannot count it because it is something eatable and you cannot count it. If you are going to count, you are just going to count the slices of bread, you cannot count the bread. Okay? Try to understand the difference between this. So now we have the different things, like see the example that is given over here. For pens, pens are countable, so we will use the word more and fewer with it. Ink is not countable, we cannot count them, it is uncountable, so we will use the word. What are we going to use with it? We are going to use the word more and less with it. Rulers are countable, so we are going to use more and fewer with the rulers. Then you have paper, that is, you cannot count the paper, so you will write. What are you going to write? If you cannot count the word, you will be writing less and more with it. So going to the next part, the third thing that we have, make sentences like the ones given below. The man has 2 dogs. The woman has 3 dogs. So this is being said that the man has 2 dogs, he is having less number of dogs, and the woman has 3 dogs, so she is having more number of dogs. So what we will write is, first we will use the word more now. The woman has more dogs than the man. Next sentence is, the man has fewer dogs than the woman. So what is being used is we are going to use the word more and fewer in this. Next part we have is milk. The word milk, which is uncountable, and for the word milk we are going to use the word more and less. So first sentence will be Maya has more milk than Prem and Prem has less milk than Maya. It is understood that the quantity of milk that Maya has is more than that of Prem, and the quantity of milk that Prem has is less than that of Maya. Okay, so this is how we are going to do the exercises. The solution to these exercises will be sent to you. Just for an example, I will just tell this first one to you. The boy has 2 oranges, the girl has 4 oranges. So what are we seeing? That the boy has 2 oranges and the girl has 4 oranges. So who is having more? This one is having more and this one is having less. So the one who is having more, we will write the name first for that. So we will write the girl has more oranges than the boy. The boy has fewer oranges than the girl. Just because we can count the oranges, so we will write fewer with it. Understood? Now let's do the put a tick by the best word. So you have to choose the correct option. So a library has dash books than a classroom. More, less or fewer? It will be more, because a library is a big place. It will have more books than a classroom. A house has dash rooms than a school. A house has fewer rooms, because rooms can be counted. If you have 3 rooms at your home, you can count it. You have 1 room, 2 room and 3 room. If you have 2 rooms at your home, you can count it that you have 2 rooms. So rooms can be counted. So the word we will use is fewer, because the house is small, the school is big, where there are many classrooms over there. Next one is a jug can hold dash milk than a cup. So jug is bigger in quantity, so it can hold more milk than a cup. A bottle can hold dash water than a glass. A bottle is also bigger in quantity, so it will also hold more water than a glass. There are dash days in a year than there in a month. So the days in a year is more than the days in a month. So we are going to write there are more days in a year than there are in a month. There are dash days in April than there are in March. So in April we have 30 days, in March we have 31 days. So there are fewer days in April than there are in the March, because we can count the number of days. So we are using the word fewer over here. Now we are going to the 6th part, that is you have to read the clever man story that is given over here. It is a very interesting story. Let's start reading it. This is an old story. It is a very old story. It was first told long ago. A rich man wanted to make a journey to another town. So a rich man wanted to go to another town. So what did he do? He was a businessman. So he was a businessman. He used to sell things and in return of money. So he used to take money and he used to sell things to the person. He wanted to take things to sell because he is a businessman. So he is taking things to sell over there. He also wanted to take gold to buy things with. So he wanted to take gold with him so that he can buy things with it also. He decided to hire 10 men. Hire 10 men means he wanted 10 men to work for him so that the 10 men can carry the load to that place. They would carry the things to sell and the gold and also food to eat on the journey. So what did the 10 men do? They carried the things, they also carried the gold, they also carried the things to eat. He was a kind man. The businessman was a kind man. He said to one of the men, "You are the smallest, thinnest and weakest of all men." So there might be one man who was the smallest, the thinnest and the weakest. He might not be very brave and strong. So what did he tell him? You cannot carry heavy load. You must choose the lightest load to carry. So he told him that you cannot carry heavy load, means things that are very heavy to carry you cannot carry. So you please carry something that is light. Okay, because you are very thin and you're not so strong. So the man thanked the businessman for his kindness. The businessman was very kind. So the man that was very thin and he was very smallest. So what did he do? He thanked the man for his kindness. He pointed to the biggest load. This was the bread to eat on the journey. So he pointed that he wanted to take the biggest load. So that biggest load was that of a bread that they had to eat. So the businessman said, "You are foolish." What did he say? "You are foolish. That is the biggest and heaviest load." But the man picked up the load cheerfully and the journey began. So what did the man do? The man picked up the load and the journey began. Now as the journey began, they walked for 4 hours. They walked for 4 hours. After walking for 4 hours, then they stopped for a rest. What did they do? They stopped for a rest because they were tired. They all ate some of the bread then there was less bread for the man to carry. What did they do? All the men over there, the 10 men that he had hired and the businessmen, what did they do? They sat over there and they ate the bread. What happened to the load? The load became a little lighter now. Every day they ate more bread and there was less bread to carry. So day by day they were eating and the bread became less and less. So it was becoming less and less day by day. The man's load grew smaller and lighter every day. So every day what happened is the man's load became smaller. Now he did not have to carry such heavy load. It became smaller and smaller day by day. The man's load grew smaller and lighter every day. At the end of the journey, the clever man had nothing to carry. So at the end of the journey, what happened? He had nothing to carry because everyone ate the bread. So who became the clever man? That thinnest and the smallest man, he became the clever man. So this is what is there in the story Clever Man. Let us just roughly answer these questions. The answers will be given to you. Who wanted to go on a journey? A businessman wanted to go on a journey. What did he want to take? He wanted to take things to sell. Why did he take gold? Why did he take gold? He took gold to buy things. Why did he take food? He took food to eat on the journey. How many men went with them? How many men went with him? There were 10 men. So 10 men went with him. What did the men do? The men carried the things. What did the clever man carry? The clever man carried the bread to eat. Why did they stop? They stopped to rest. What happened to the bread? The bread became smaller and smaller because it became less in quantity. What happened to the man's load? The man's load became smaller and lighter day by day. This was all about the story that we read, The Clever Man. Now we give the opposite meaning of the given words. So you have to just write the opposite meaning. Like the smallest will become the biggest, the most difficult will become the least difficult, the cheapest will become the dearest, or you can say the most expensive, the saddest will become the happiest. So the answer to these questions will be sent to you. I hope you all have understood chapter 7. Now we will be doing chapter 7 in the Active English workbook. The work that is to be done in Active English workbook will be done in the same book only. You don't have to copy it in the notebook. So over here we have things that are given. Finish the sentences like you have. Mohan has dash cars than Prem. So there are two pictures that are given, Prem and Mohan. So Mohan is having more car and Prem is having less car. So we are going to write that Mohan has more cars than Prem. Prem has fewer cars than Mohan. Similarly, we are going to talk about Maya and Anu, Radha and Raj. Next, we have the word less. The word less is used for uncountable things, the things which we cannot count. So see, the things which we cannot count over here, it is shown that ink, water and milk is being showed over here. So Mohan has more ink than Prem and Prem has less ink than Mohan. This is how you are going to do the rest of the sentences. Coming to the next page, you have to draw a line under the right word. So when you're going to draw a line under the right word, how you're going to do it is, a glass holds dash water than a cup, a glass holds more water than a cup. A big book has dash pages than a newspaper, it has more pages than a newspaper. A car holds fewer people than a bus. You can count the number of people, so we will use the word fewer over here. A school has dash rooms than a house. A school has more rooms than a house. A school has more rooms than a house. A river has dash water than a sea. A river has less water than a sea. Why we are using the word less? Because we cannot count the number of water over here, so we will use the word less. A classroom has fewer books than a library. A bucket holds less sand than a lorry. You can also not count the number of sand, so we are using the word less for sand. A tin holds more paint than a cup. The paint in the cup will be less in quantity than the paint in the tin. So we are going to write a tin holds more paint than a cup. So students, I hope this chapter is clear to you all. What you have to do is, the exercises that are given in the book will be done in the notebook, and the exercises that are given in the Active English workbook will be done in the Active English workbook only. So in Active English workbook, you are going to do page number 17, 18 and 19. An Active English workbook that is given over here, you will do the work in the notebook. So be prepared, complete your work, and then we'll meet in the next class. Try to understand it, try to read the chapter, try to do it on your own also. Thank you so much, students. We'll be meeting in the next class now.